Over 1,000 hours. That's how much time I've spent bullet jumping through the Origin system, refining builds, and grinding out prime parts. When you put 4 digits of your life into a single game, you start to look at things a little bit differently. Warframe isn't just another game in my library. It has become my definitive home for multiplayer gaming. Today I want to sit down, look back at the journey, and explain why I believe Warframe remains the gold standard free-to-play game. I also want to give credit to Digital Extremes and the community that keeps this game alive. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The free-to-play model, most free-to-play titles use paywalls that limit your progress, and they lock core gameplay behind aggressive microtransactions. Warframe does the exact opposite. Every single functional item, every frame, every weapon, every mod, and arcane can be earned strictly by just playing the game. More importantly, the premium currency, which is called Platinum, is fully tradable. You can use relics to trade parts to other players, and then you can use the Platinum that you earn from that to buy cosmetics or slots. So you don't ever have to drop a real dime of money, or you don't really have to drop a real dime of money on the game. The player-driven economy just changes everything. Beyond the economy, the core moment-to-moment gameplay is simply unmatched. The movement system honestly ruined other shooters for me. Bullet jumping, aim gliding, wall running, it turns every tile into a playground. Combine that fluid movement with sheer power of fantasy and build crafting, and nothing else comes close to Warframe. Now, 1,000 hours in, I love this game, but it's not perfect, and being a fan means being honest about its flaws. First, the new player experience is notoriously steep. Warframe drops you into a massive sea of systems and with minimal direction. Early game onboarding has improved over the years, but explaining Kuvaliches and their mechanics, railjacks, necromechs, and the whole open world syndicate to a fresh tenno, it can sometimes feel like teaching advanced calculus. Second, the time gating. Waiting 72 hours for a frame to craft in the foundry or hitting daily standing caps can be frustrating when you're hyped to test a new build. The grind is rewarding though, but early progress can definitely test your patience. I have fallen subject to this on multiple occasions. I personally love looking up new builds and trying new things out in the game. I like to do new builds for my frames and my weapons, and I love doing theory crafting. But my ADHD doesn't. Sometimes I really want to try out a cool new build immediately. So I end up getting platinum or farming the platinum, and I speed up the time that it takes for stuff to craft sometimes. But to me, it's totally worth it. It honestly has almost been worth it every single time. And I honestly can't even recall a time where I sped up building something and then felt bad about spending money to speed it up. And to be honest, I'd love to give back to Digital Extremes and Warframe in general, so spending some money on the game, since it is a free-to-play game, I'm totally cool with that, and I think it's well worth it. So, what truly keeps Warframe special isn't just the code, it's the human element behind it. Digital Extremes has set a baseline for developer transparency that the rest of the industry should really copy. Though they do this through regular dev streams, they talk directly to the player base and they admit their mistakes. They are actively iterating on feedback, and they try their best to help out the community in every way that they can think. Digital Extremes listens to the feedback and almost never misses on giving the community what they ask for. Sure, some things take time, but it truly feels like they hear us when we comment on their videos or reach out to them. And they do the best that they can within reason. You know, they still have a game that they have to maintain, and they can't completely break the game. So they do what they can. To this day, it still blows my mind that Digital Extremes hosts an event like BlizzCon. Yeah, that's right, BlizzCon. For all of you WoW nerds out there, the Warframe version of BlizzCon is called TennoCon, and it rocks, man. It's a huge event, just like BlizzCon, where people from all over the world can go and celebrate the game and its developers together. And how many games do you know that have their own concert? That's right. At TennoCon, the last 2 years they've had awesome concerts where they play the in-game music live for everybody at TennoCon, which is just incredible. And then there's the community. In a gaming landscape where online interactions can easily turn toxic, the Tenno community remains remarkably welcoming. Whether it's a high MR veteran dropping rare mods for new players, people helping clanmates to farm difficult missions or raise millions during charity streams, the community reflects the care put into the game, and it's really honestly outstanding. So 1,000 hours in, and it still feels like there's more to conquer, more builds to test, and more stories to experience. Warframe proves that you can make an ethical, player-first game that lasts over a decade. To Digital Extremes, and to every Tenno who shared a squad along with me along the way, thank you, truly. I appreciate you all. And here's to the next 1,000 hours. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below how many hours that you've logged in Warframe, and what keeps you coming back to Warframe, as much as I love to come back to Warframe. I always find myself falling back on this game because I really do enjoy the game and its community. I stream over on Twitch at KiloKai69 every Wednesday and Thursday night. That's where you can find me playing Warframe. I start at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And there will be a link down below to my Twitch and my Discord and all my social medias. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the Origin system.